Hello and welcome to the third edition of the UCI Truck Champions League vlogs. If you can't tell, we're in France. We decided to drive to Paris for this round from Girona. We thought, sack off the flights, we'll do a little road trip. And it's delivering. It's very stereotypical. We stayed here last night at the Château de la Four Seasons in a random French town that I've already forgotten the name of. So join us for more behind the scenes action. Enjoy. It's actually been quite a pleasant change driving this time to the race. And although the drive is 9 hours, we did 5 yesterday and 4 this morning, and then we'll race tomorrow. It's actually no different to a travel day if you were flying. I think last week, Berlin, from door to door, leaving Manchester to arrive into the hotel, was 9.5 hours. So yeah, although you have to drive, timing-wise, it ends up being probably pretty similar.
Where are we, Mark?
Emma's never been to a boulangerie, which I think just means bakery.
This is a fancy one. I was hoping for more of a rough around the edges, local diner one. If you could smell this, it smells fantastic. We got some sort of pastry with goat cheese and bacon lardons. Quiche Lorraine, which I think again is bacon. Emma got this brioche with said roses on top, praline roses. Chicken wrap, 3 cookies, there to go. We probably won't eat them now. Made it to Paris, safe and sound at the velodrome. I'm here with Jimmy Mack, James McCallum. We were teammates 10 years ago.
Don't say that, Mark. You make me feel really, really, really old.
And now we're back working together. This is your first year with the UCI?
Yeah, so we came in, myself and JT, James Taylor. We're also teammates to take on all the direction from the Raiders side for 2023. And we're here now, round 3 in Paris, and so far so good.
Yeah, I listened to an interview with Florian, who runs the whole show.
Yeah.
And he said he wanted to bring in ex-athletes to improve the series.
I think you always have to improve these things. It has to constantly evolve or it's going to die off. So JT and I are coming in with some new ideas, but we also want to make sure everyone remembers that the athletes are the stars of the show.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes that can get forgotten. Not that it's been forgotten in any way, but I think that always has to be the most important part of this, because you don't have any bike racers, you don't have a bike race, do you? So
what's been the coolest thing about being part of UCI and playing an active role?
Yeah, I love being in the track centre. I love the melee. I love dealing with the chaos. The best way of describing it is basically, the last couple of laps of elimination, but for hours on end, weeks on end, months on end.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I like that. I don't mind that. And I've always been very much a problem-solving kind of person. So I like fixing things as soon as possible, because then there's less things on my list to fix.
And what is your least favourite thing? I'm looking for an honest answer here.
Least thing, I think, is when the sea crashes.
Yeah.
The crash in Palma really shook us, and we're like, we just hope that everyone's okay first and foremost. Crashes really, and obviously we've got to remember it's a TV show as well, so we've got to make sure we're on time for the TV, so that adds a lot of pressure at our end. I mean, try and make sure that we convey the urgency in a nice way to you guys when you're warming up, because having been a bike rider, you get a feel for the area. The people, do I come into the pit now or do I just stand outside? So you're constantly learning the athletes as well as the system you're trying to, put them into. But so far it's been great. I mean, I can't complain. I'm getting to travel around with a circus of really, really cool people and do some really cool things. So so far it's been an awesome experience.
Had a good week?
Yeah, trained hard, so...
This is all just preparation for Gen 6, isn't it?
It is. 20 left scratch race isn't really the best preparation, but...
Nah, not for 100k every night in Gen.
We'll see how we get along, eh?
Yeah.
Looking forward to it?
Yeah, I can't wait. But
How are you feeling? Yeah, not too bad.
Congrats on the last 2 weeks, man. Was that a surprise?
Yeah, this was our surprise for me,
Yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
Do you think you hold on to the lead?
Yes, of course. Yeah.
I think so.
Hi, bro.
I'll be with you, mate.
Yeah, camels.
It's another race day. Pretty relaxed morning, actually. We've come down to the Velodrome to watch Callum Saunders do a flying 200. I think he needs to do a qualification time to do the Nations Cups. I'll double check that with him. But yeah, we thought we'd come and give him a little cheer. Generally, the mornings here are pretty relaxed. I mean, you do have the option if you wanted to. You could train, and a few people have asked if I do train in the mornings. I'm kind of of the opinion that you've gone to this effort for these 4 weeks to do it. The races are so short and so sprint focused that it's kind of just best to be fresh and worry about losing fitness in a few weeks' time when this is over. Joe Truman, GB sprinter, my ex-housemate.
And lover.
And lover. How have you found Champions League?
That's been good, yeah. I've really enjoyed it, actually. It's just nice to be racing our bikes for, on our own. A bit independent and just coming out when we want. And
Yeah.
it's good. I'm enjoying it. It's good.
What stopped you from racing it the last 2 years? This is your first year.
Yeah, so I was down to race it the last couple of years, actually, but I ended up pulling out just because I wanted to get some training in. I felt like the travel probably took away a bit from training, but this year I sort of looked at it the opposite way. And I think actually doing some racing when we've got such a massive blocks and we're racing next year, I think it's actually a good thing. So ends up coming.
So as a sprinter, you're still able to get training in that the Thursday block? What does it look like?
Yeah, so we got day on, day off really. So last week I went Monday, Wednesday, Friday, double days. I then travelled late Friday. And this week I've had a bit of an easy week, so it's not been as bad, it's not been as hectic as that. But yeah, we still get some decent stuff in, get in the gym the day before racing, and it's been good.
Thank you.
Good.
And it is the men's scratch race, which is our next event of the evening. We're all in a string at the moment at the bottom of the track. Riders just taking their turns in the front, doing a few pedal revs here, just chatting. We have our two riders from the Netherlands towards the front of the moment, just having a little look.
Will Tidball is looking menacing there with his world champ stripes on.
Slight touch of shoulders there, and this is it. Big sprint for the line here, and Dylan Bibish is right ahead, and both of our Canadians, 1, 2. That's some endurance racing, and men's elimination is our next event of the evening. This is the neutral lap. It is the fastest neutral lap you will see in cycling because it is full gas trying to maintain those positions. Mark Stewart is still in there for Kramer, and the bell goes again. Bibish on the back at the moment.
So Moore has really put the hammer down right now.
But he certainly has. So Mora on the front. Bibish comes around just past Mark Stewart eliminated.
And that is the end of the night. Good night's racing, actually, personally for me. 7th in the scratch big bunch sprint. There's a lot of strong guys in that field, so just to be up the front in the mix, I was happy. And 4th in the elimination. So yeah, I was happy with that. Again, just in the mix. It's not suited to me 100% these races, so short and with such a strong field of sprinters. There's so much depth to it that I'm quite happy to be sitting in the top 5 overall. And Emma didn't have her best night, but London, here we come. Thanks for watching, guys.